By teaching students to collapse syllables, the teacher is preparing the student for later work on clusters of letters and sounds. Clap the syllables in each word. Listen and watch as I do it. Going, going. Lion, lion. Now you do it. Laughing,
laughing.
mother,
Mother,
Peter,
Peter,
party,
party,
landed.
landed,
Oh, try that one again.
landed,
Jumbo jet,
jumbo jet,
sandwiches.
sandwiches.
Good. Stop. There are many different types of breaks in words that occur naturally, such as syllable, prefixes and suffixes, inflections, and even onset and rhyme. Working with chunks of letters helps students learn generative principles about word parts and sounds. For example, if a child realizes that AND is located in both the new words landed and sandwiches, she will be able to solve the words with more ease. There are several procedures that can be used to help a reader take apart words when she comes across an unknown word, somewhat familiar word, or unexpected words. An unknown word is when a child stops at an unknown word. An example of a somewhat familiar word is when a child confuses the word love for the word like, as an example. An unexpected word is when a child may say the word correctly, but there is a question in his or her voice. The visual analysis of words in text can be encouraged by the teacher's questions as the child reads the text. Okay, let's start here.
It's time for bed. So let's get ready. Bring your bunny.
Good. How did you know it was bunny? This is a rhetorical question for the teacher, and no answer is expected. When the child stops at a new word, a way to prompt him or her is with the word look. A list of prompts can be found on page 132 in our textbook. They include prompts like, look for something that would help you, and do you know a word that looks like that? Questions and statements such as these prompt the reader to look for known features and to search for what he or she already knows. Look at the beginning of the word. Do you know a word that starts with these letters?
Scream.
Okay, look for something else that might help you.
Bee. Ba. Scrub. Scrub.
Okay.
Scrub. High. Scrub. Low.
On page 132 in our textbook, there is a scale of help while reading. This moves the teacher through several phases he or she can say to students when they don't know a word. The responses move from least help to most help. It starts with letting the child solve the word. If a child does not know a word, the teacher can move from prompting to a word beginning all the way down to the teacher constructs part of the word meaning using gestures, a whiteboard, or magnetic letters. The following will demonstrate each prompt, beginning with the first one and moving through all of them.
Wrapped up in towels. Lovely, lovely, and dry.
Look at the beginning of the word.
La.
Look at the end of the word.
Y, E, lee, lovely, lovely.
Use your fingers to help you break up the word.
Love, lee, lovely. Lovely.
Look.
Love, lee, lovely. Love, lee, lovely.
The teacher should move down the list until a prompt works and the word is solved. After reading a book, words should be chosen for word work. The word work should focus on adding, subtracting, and substituting initial consonants. Adding is when the word parts are added on to known words. Inflections added to the end of words are a less difficult addition for a child. This is the word splash. If I add the ending I-N-G, it makes a new word, splashing. Now, this is the word laugh. Laugh. What can you add to the end to make a new word?
I-N-G.
That makes a new word, laughing. Laughing. Can you say it?
Laughing.
Good. Adding letters to the front of a word is probably harder to a child because it is creating a very different word in most cases. This is the word end. If I add a B to the beginning of the word, it makes a new word, bend. This is the word end again. Can you add a letter to the beginning of it to make it a new word?
S. Send.
Good. You made a new word. Subtracting is taking letters away from a word. This teaches the child how to delete or subtract word parts on words he or she already knows. Look at this word, brush. If I subtract the B, the word rush is left. Now look at the word crush. What letter can you subtract at the beginning to make a new word? The word you have left is rush.
Rush.
Substituting at the front of a word is difficult, especially if there are 2 or 3 consonants in the onset. Look at this word, dry. If I substitute a C for the D, the word cry is spelled. Instead of D, I use a C with R-Y. That makes a new word, cry. Now look at this word, night. What letter can you substitute for the N to make a new word? What can you add to the IGHT?
L.
The new word is light.
Light.
This is the word clean. What letters can you use to substitute for the CL to make a new word? What can you substitute for the CL with EAN to make a new word?
B.
The new word is bean.
Bean.
Sometimes readers jump to false conclusions while reading. They begin to form a habit of looking for particular details. For example, if a child says no for now because she is attending to the N and O only, teachers must watch carefully to gain evidence of what children are attending to so that the teacher interventions are helpful.
Time to brush. No, open, wide.
You know a word that looks like that. This is cow. If I put an N in front instead of a C, what word do I make?
Now. Time to brush. Now, open, wide.